We come to the next subtopic 12.6, which is resistance of a system of resistors. Now here we will be studying about the two methods of joining the resistors together. So there are two methods of joining the resistance together. One is series method, the other one is parallel method. Okay, so the first one is series method and the other one is the parallel method. So now first we will take up series method. Okay, so now in series method what happens? In series method the resistors are all fixed. You remember we have drawn a circuit in the previous topics. We have learnt about the circuit, a simple circuit. Now in this what happens? Okay, so this is series your R1, R2 and R3, where we are having three resistors. Okay, and these are the points, right? X and Y are the points. So the resistors are connected between the points X and Y. So this is your how the resistors are connected in a series, right? But the same thing when we do it in the parallel form, what happens? Here also we have 2 points, that is point X and point Y. Okay, but here it is not connected together. Here it is connected in okay. So here this is R1, R2 and R3. So this is only the difference between connection in a series and connection when it is parallel, right? Now we come in details about the resistors in series. Now when it is resistors in series, we have earlier studied that the potential difference, okay, which is the potential difference? The potential difference is V. The potential difference is equal to the sum of the potential difference of volt 1, volt 2 and volt 3, right? So here when it is in series, this happens when it is in series, when the resistors are connected in series, right? The potential difference is equal to the sum of the potential difference of V1, V2 and V3. Right. Now, when we take the Ohm's law, the same thing happens when it is in resistors. R1, 1 R2, 1 R3. Right. Now here what happened, or we can also write it as, how can we write? We can write it as RS, since it is series, so I am writing here S. RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, right? What does this imply? This implies that several resistors, when the resistors are joined in series, the resistance of the combination RS, okay, RS is equal to the sum of their individual resistance, that is individual R1, R2, R3. Okay, they equal the sum of their individual resistance R1, R2, R3 and is thus greater than any individual resistance, right? But when it comes to resistors, your resistance in the parallel part, what happens here, in the parallel part, it is the volts which we have is that the total current, okay, which is the total current I, okay, I is the total current. I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, right? This happens when it is not in series, it is in resistance. Is it the resistors are joined in a parallel way, right? So here what happens, the I by Rp is equal to I by R1 plus R2 plus 1 by R3, right? Or we can, what happens here is the reciprocal, okay, the reciprocal of equivalent resistance of a group of resistance, it is joined in parallel to the sum of the reciprocals of individual resistance. Here also it is individual resistance, but it is the reciprocal. Reciprocal means 1 by R1, 1 by R2, 1 by R3, right? So this happens when it is in, the resistors are joined in parallel system, right? So this is about resistance in series as well as resistance in parallel setup, right? We come to the next topic, heating effect of electric current.